This is even better than we thought, as two Sharks prospects are dominating the OHL playoffs, and this is going to have major implications on the Sharks' future. We're going to talk about the crazy stat lines they're putting up, the records they're breaking, and much more coming up on this episode of Sharks Digest. But before we dive into all that, we just got to say that 65% of you guys watching this video right now are not subscribed to the channel, so if you want to stay up on the latest Sharks news heading into a busy draft and busy offseason, we're going to keep you up to date here, so make sure you're down below and hit that subscribe button. But like I said, we have a lot to break down today, because as the London Knights are in the final of the OHL playoffs, we have two stud guys there who are dominating this playoff, dominating the final, and are really putting up a case to why maybe they could be on this Sharks team next season. If we just take a look at the first player we're going to talk about today, that is Kasper Halttunen. This guy has been on fire in the playoffs, posting back-to-back hat tricks in a OHL final playoff game. Absolutely crazy stat line from this guy. He has looked unreal in this series. From the highlights we've seen around the league and watching the games, this guy has been on fire. His shot is unmatched. He is finding the back of the net with ease, and it's great to see one of these guys pop off. Second round draft pick for the San Jose Sharks. We're kind of seeing him break out of his shell right now and making a case on maybe he will be over with the Sharks organization next year, whether it's with the Barracuda or whether it's with the San Jose Sharks. But it doesn't stop there for this guy. He now has 4 hat tricks in 8 OHL final games. So half of OHL final games he has played, he has had a hat trick in, which is just an unbelievable stat. There's not very many players coming out of the juniors that can say that. He has been on fire. It seems like when he gets into these clutch game scenarios in the playoffs, he becomes a different player. He becomes a beast. He's already a great player in the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, this guy just says, hey, I'm just going to turn it into another gear, and this is what you love to see, especially for the future of the Sharks, because when the Sharks get into the playoffs, if we can have this guy maybe in our bottom 6 in the future, maybe we could see some of these games out of him in the NHL. I doubt that it'll be to this level, but, you know, if we can get a goal for this guy in the future, it's definitely going to be great to see. And it's not just, you know, the hat tricks that have been wowing people. He has put up a tremendous number of points so far in this playoffs, having 19 points in 16 games, with 13 of them being goals, and 7 of those goals coming on the power play. So this guy has really found a way to get into his spot, get into a rhythm, find the back of the net on the power play, but also set up his teammates. We've seen him have a phenomenal assist to Sam Dickinson last night, who we're going to get to in a little bit. He has been a great surprise for us Sharks fans. I mean, he's a 6'4" power forward who is scoring like this. I mean, this is huge. This guy's already a big physical presence, but now we start to see him, you know, getting these goals in clutch scenarios. It just adds to his value of a prospect a lot more, and it's something that Sharks fans should get excited about, because we already have a power forward that we were looking at earlier in the year in Chernyshov, but now we have another one in Kasper Halttunen, who is dominating the OHL and is really making a name for himself. But like I said, it doesn't just stop there with Kasper Halttunen, as Sam Dickinson is on this team too and is having a tremendous playoffs. He's just set the franchise record for points in the OHL playoffs for a defenseman, for London Knights defenseman. But last night, Halttunen and Dickinson both combined for 4 goals in just the second period. There was a feed from Dickinson to Halttunen, from Halttunen to Dickinson. These guys are really gelling well together in London. Hopefully we can we'll see that connection in the future in San Jose, because these guys just look like their chemistry is off the charts, and it's so great to see that, because, you know, when you have 2 guys lighting it up in juniors, you know, they're most likely never going to play together again, but it is a very likely scenario these guys are going to play it again, because they're both on the same organization, which is great to see. And it was great to see Dickinson have such a great quote about Halttunen. He said he's got the best shot in the OHL. He's probably the best goal scorer in the OHL for 2 years now. So hearing that out of Sam Dickinson, a guy who has been dominating the OHL this year, is just great to hear, because obviously Halttunen has such a great shot, and his teammates are recognizing that, and saying he has the best goal scorer in the OHL for a couple of years is big, because there's been some big names in that league over the last little while. Another guy we're talking about in the draft, Michael Misa, so he's up there, at least Dickinson's putting him up there among top goal scorers in the OHL, which is great to hear, and it's just great to hear him giving his teammate a little boost here, and just, recognizing how good of a season and how good of a playoffs he is having. But like I said, Sam Dickinson is having a great playoffs to his own standard. He had 4 points last night to help them propel to this win, where they now, I believe, are up 3-1 in the OHL Finals. They only need one more win to win the cup, so great for them. I hope that would be great, because this is some great experience for those guys. Having that playoff experience, even at the junior level, is great, because, if you can win a cup down there, you kind of have that same mentality going into the NHL, whether it is different, but it is just great to have that experience, no doubt about it. And they say here from the London Knights, no defenseman in team history has more points in the playoffs than Sam Dickinson. This guy has been a beast all season long. We know it. I mean, if we just take a look at his playoff stats right now, he has 29 points in 16 games, with 20 of them being assists, 9 goals. He has been on fire. I mean, he's over, almost, I think he is almost 2 points per game in the playoffs, which is what you want to see. This guy is a 6'2" defenseman on the left side. He has been in charge of the London Knights offense this entire season, has been able to quarterback their power play efficiently. He has been such a great two-way defender, because I feel like when it comes to Sam Dickinson, a lot of people just talk about how good his offense been, because that's what his stats say, but this guy is such a good two-way guy too, because in his own zone, he's blocking shots, he's breaking up plays with his stick. He is such a good, well-rounded player, and we're so lucky to have him in the San Jose pool, because this guy is going to be a terrific defender for the future of the San Jose Sharks, and we're seeing it right now in the OHL with him putting up these unbelievable numbers. It is so great to see, one of our guys go out there and do this. It's just great to see, this come out of Sam Dickinson in the playoffs. We knew he could do it in the regular season, but we never really knew if he could do it when it came to clutch time in the regular season. So it's great to see both of these prospects getting into it now and becoming, even better players in the playoffs, because as the time goes on for the San Jose Sharks, it's not looking right now that, San Jose is going to be in a playoff spot. They could be next year. Who knows? Depends on how this team plays. But it's great to have these young guys develop down there in the juniors, make their way along here to the NHL level, where they do have a little bit of that playoff experience, because obviously there's not going to be a lot of playoff experience in that locker room when it comes to the NHL side, unless, we still have some veterans around. So this is going to be huge for the future of the Sharks. There's another big 6'4" winger in Halttunen, who is dominating goal scoring right now. I'm very going to be interested to see him in training camp this year and into the preseason, because I think if Halttunen and Sam Dickinson can both have a good preseason with the San Jose Sharks, it is a possibility that we could see them come over to play with San Jose at the beginning of the season, because I believe it's like 4 or 5 games that they can play in the NHL regular season before they burn the first year of their entry-level contract. We've seen Toronto do it a couple years ago with Fraser Minton, where he played 4 games, then went back to juniors. So it would be interesting to see if this happens, because if they play the first 4 games and, Warsofsky likes what he's seeing out of these guys, we could definitely see them stick up with this roster. But I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. What do you think about Halttunen and Dickinson? Do you think they'll be with the team next year? Let me know down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this one, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Around the road for 2,000 subscribers here before draft day, so I appreciate it. If you're not subscribed already, go down below, hit that subscribe button. But as always, I've been your host, KC. Keep your stick on the ice.